watching the hammer throw. It was hammer time, right?
Hammer time.
Stop.
When I see the hammer throw, you know what I think of?
So dangerous.
Great Valentine.
No. Here's what I think of. I think to myself, this is maybe the most outside of the running. Has to be the most ancient of the Olympic sports, right? When the Greeks are bored, they got hammered, right? And they're like, let's pick up something.
Up there.
Javelin, hammer, shot put, discus.
All that stuff.
It's all like, let's just, it's lying around the rubble of the Acropolis.
What can we throw?
What can we throw?
Who
can throw this Who can throw this further?
Yeah.
They weren't breakdancing.
Exactly.
Which I can't wait for 2 more days.
I think that every time I see a rodeo, too. Has to be just
drunk cowboys.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's ride this
out there,
bull.
like, how are we going to pass the time? Yeah. Who can ride that bull?
When we tie
the longest.
Who can
rope it up?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ties.
It's like the games you play, in your old fraternity house with your friends or whatever. Just drunk. Like, what are we going to do? What are we going to make it up?
Yeah.
It's like the original Dude Perfect.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Those trick shot guys on
Right.
Instagram.
All those.
What are they? The Hewitt brothers? They do all that weird stuff.
That's what I think of.
Basketball.
Because the running, it's just like, okay, what are we going to do? Let's just run,
Straight line, circles.
Right.
Pick up that plate and see how far you can throw it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Boom. An Olympic sport. It's like Seinfeld. That's a show. That's a sport.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what I think of when I see hammer and
throw it over the
javelin.
No, you don't just throw it, though. You got to spin around in a circle.
Yeah, you got to spin around in a circle. Let's get you dizzy, as dizzy as possible, and then throw it.
Then throw it as far as you could throw.
Yeah. You got to amp up. You can't just pick up. How heavy? Did you look it up? How heavy is the hammer?
So the women's hammer throw is 8.8 pounds.
Okay.
That's what we're watching.
And the men's
is 16.
Okay.
Same for shot put.
So you need to wind up, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, get that
force going.
Like Paul Skeens isn't throwing 100 miles an hour just from a standing position.
Well, he could probably, I think.
He probably could.
You got to have a wind up. Like this is a literal wind up.
Yeah. They do a lot of spins and then.
I would watch videos on the origins of like who created the hammer throw. It was like some bored guy named Augustus, right?
Drunk history.
Well, that's Rome.
Rome. Yeah, it would be.
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Some ancient.
Here we go. Ready? The legend and origin of the hammer throw goes back to 2000 BC when a Celtic warrior,
Seamus?
oh gosh, I can't pronounce it.
Don't worry about it. Go for it.
Picked up a chariot axle and wheel and threw it during the Tailtean Games in Tara, Ireland.
And somebody's like, "That's a sport."
That's a sport.
You know how huge that man had to be to pick up a chariot wheel? It's carrying a whole chariot.
The original Magnus Vermagnerson.
Right. The mountain over there.
There are also drawings from the 16th century showing people throwing blacksmith's hammers.
Boom. That's a sport.
Where's the javelin? The javelin's that's a good.
Yeah, somebody's like, pick up that long thing and who can throw it further?
Yep.
Like
that's a sport.
There's a rabbit down there. How do we get it? I don't know. Let's pick up this stick and throw it.
That's a sport.
Sport.
The shot put dates back to the Middle Ages when soldiers competed in cannonball throwing competitions.
Just bored.
British military sports groups were the first to use a cannonball.
How long ago was this?
Middle Ages.
Rich,
so like Game of Thrones era?
I guess so, yeah.
It's got to be sooner than that. Somebody pick up something heavy and throw it.
It's the same reason or the same way you start running the 40. You and TD sitting around bored. Like, hey, wonder what happened if I went down there and did this.
I'm just assuming people were drunk to start this thing.
Rich was sober when he did.
I was very sober.
Early 19th century, the modern shot put appeared in the Scottish Highland Games.
Okay.
1866.
Modern shot put. What does that mean?
I don't know. 16 pounds.
See, Braveheart, they do a lot of that.
Modern. Because looks ancient to me. And that's the Rich Eisen Show Olympic update.
Hit the music.
We're all over it, guys.
We're on it.
The bronze zone.
It's coming.
We're giving you gold here, baby.
So stupid. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.